Good stuff, Tatiana. Thank you. All sideline reports presented by our game sponsor tonight, Memorial Medical Center. McNair and Verhoeven to tip it up, and the Aggies control in the home whites, looking for a better offensive performance here tonight after only scoring 62 in the opener. Some would say they were maybe too unselfish in the opener against UC Irvine. Here's McCants backing down Howlands. McCants misses, bottom side of the backboard, offensive rebound. Teddy Allen floats it home.
Oh, you know, he's got that release from his shoulder, but boy, when he's under the basket, he sure knows what to do with it.
UTEP 50% from the field in the opener. Here's Jamal Bienemy, and he's whistled for an offensive charge.
Completely the correct call there. I think Bienemy, it's a little early for him to get that frustrated.
Jabari Rice likes it. Another great defensive effort for NM State against UC Irvine, holding the Anteaters to 51 points. Although Chris Giants would like his squad to improve on the glass. Gave up 12 offensive rebounds in that game. Here's Jabari Rice with it, the top returning scorer. Will McNair, down low, Donnie Tillman.
Well, this is what we talked about. It was great position by Donnie Tillman, but a nice pass by Will McNair. A little high-low, sort of classic high-low action on the double post there.
Titus Verhoeven with a touch. A transfer in from Duquesne. Was it deflected? Will McNair says no. Great crew tonight, by the way. Randy Richardson, Brent Moe, Winston Stiff. Great post entry by Big Will. Donnie Tillman did not score in the first half Tuesday, then scored 10 in half two, was way more aggressive. Alfred Howlands transfer from Oregon State. Offensive rebound, Minor, straightaway three, swirls off. Bienemy, he hit 5 in the opener. Great start for the Aggies ahead 4-zip.
And Adam, without Sully Boom in the lineup for the Miners, it's two pretty big teams. You know, the Aggies are going with a couple 6'4 guards, 6'5 guards.
Tillman working on Kennedy, and he steps out of bounds on the baseline. We thought maybe, Russ, that Chris Giants would go a little deeper into his bench, but we did not see that in the opener. We barely saw you at Alac, barely saw Mike Peak. We did not see Marseille Caston or Vershawn Cotton. So that rotation isn't all that deep yet. It might be down the road, though.
No, that's what I was going to say. I think it's still very early. And one thing we forgot to say, Adam, is with all the predictions and those kinds of things, I've been in a bunch of these games, and it never happens like you think it's going to happen in an Aggie UTEP game.
Baki Mehring and Sully Boom just checked in for the Miners. Boom's on the wing left. This is Verhoeven, guarded by McNair. Outside Boom, his first game this year. Shallow on the triple. McNair snatches defensive. They leave it off for Allen. Extra pass, Tillman from the corner. McNair grabs it in offensive. Back out Rice. Tillman resets with Allen. No heat check yet. Inside, outside, McCants for three. Allen offensive, finger roll short. Verhoeven clears. Boom slithers, pulls up, and hits the jumper. He's an awfully good player.
Yes, and he's 20 a game most nights. Just really quick release and smooth player.
Boom, guess what? Also a transfer. He's in from San Francisco with the Miners for a few years now. Third team all-conference last season in the CUSA. Rice was looking to backdoor for Allen. It was defended well, and it forces him into a double dribble.
That's rebound in traffic there. That's a big-time rebound for Will McNair. You know, you watching him closely today during warm-ups, he's lost a lot of weight. There's no baby fat anymore.
Chris Giants kept warning us. He said down the road, Will McNair is going to be a really, really good player for us. Stolen by Rice, no numbers. Zigzags and pulls up. Yes, sir.
We've got two of the best shooters in the West here with Jabari Rice and Sully Boom.
Rice really wants to guard you as well. He's defending Bienemy. Tillman guarding Boom, and Downey's whistled for the personal.
Well, this is the funny matchup with the bigger lineup the Aggies have. If somebody's going to have to guard a perimeter player. Nice and easy for Jabari there.
He just oozes maturity. I think a couple of years ago he would have rushed it, right?
Yes. He just, I was going to say his timing was perfect on that. He sort of let the shot come to him instead of he kind of coaxed the shot into his realm there.
Rare miss for Boom. He's 81%. That was a season ago, of course, and he attempted 7 free throws per game last season. And Boom gets 1 out of 2. Boom will pick up Rice in the backcourt. McKinney's going to come off the bench again, so Jabari is running the point with this combination. Chris Gian's got Jabari a lot of reps at the point. The last couple of weeks in practice, he throws it away. Stripped off the leg of Agnew. What a play by Shawnee McCants.
And I thought that would happen there. Jabari he's such a scorer. We've got Mario McKinney, and who's more of a pure point guard.
Mike Peake also comes in, transfer from Austin Peay, former Georgia Bulldog.
And full court pressure by the Miners here.
Kevin Kalu came in for UTEP. So did Jamari Sibley, transfer from Georgetown. 11 transfers this year for UTEP, 8 of those guys from another D1 school. This match here, McKinney breaks him down, stripped and stolen though. Here's Keontae Kennedy. Bieniemy in transition. Allen taps it out and Peake control.
Smart play by Teddy Allen. He couldn't get it, but he hit it to a teammate.
Allen to McNair, who did drill a 3 on Tuesday. Right back to Will. Throws it away, stolen by Bieniemy. The Aggies have committed 5 turnovers here in the first 4+.
Boy, it's a lot of turnovers so far. There's a turnover a minute.
Kennedy pulls up and misses shallow. Allen is sandwiched in between 2 defenders. McNair gets it to him. Fall away jumper is strong. High rebound for Jamal Bieniemy. We'll get that under 16 media next dead ball. Boom defended by Peake. Interesting matchup there. Boom is bumped. And a young man out of Oakland who attempted 7 free throws per game a season ago will shoot his 3rd and his 4th already when you come back. Aggies 7, Miners 3 in the Battle of I-10. Well, the Aggies are making their shots for the most part, Russ, but 5 turnovers is a high number in the first 4+.
No, that's correct. And we talked about the pressure that UTEP would be putting on in the passing lanes and ball pressure. And as good as Irvine was, UTEP may be better defensively.
Big boost for UTEP to have Sule Boom back. He's been out with a hand injury, did not play in the opener. Did not practice in the preseason until this week. 19 a game a season ago, top scorer. 11 a game as a freshman. Way back in 2017-2018 at San Francisco, UAT throws it away. Boom's going to have a wide open elbow jumper that pops home. That's a 3-point possession for Boom himself.
6 turnovers now for the Aggies.
McKinney, Peake, Aylock. Allen and McCants for the Aggies, and Mike Peake throws it away, not on the same page as Mario McKinney.
How long will it be before we talk about Sean Buchanan tonight, Adam?
You want to start now?
Well, no, just that they're going to have to take care of the ball. And it's one thing to have a big lineup of of scorers in there, but they've got to take care of the ball too.
Aggies not really known as a program at all that turns it over much. Bieniemy creative shot off the window, and UTEP has their first lead tonight. In fact, a season ago, the Aggies only averaged 12 turnovers per game. That's kind of typical for this program. A lot of pressure, though, on the arc from UTEP. Mario McKinney to the rim, and he will shoot a pair of free throws.
I was going to say that has to be a foul there. And this is where McKinney could really help. He can get to the basket and create things. And did you see that? It didn't look like it was going to be a foul, but he just kept going up. McKinney kept going up and up.
We loved what we saw from him the entire game Tuesday, but especially down the stretch. Yeah, he made winning plays.
For a first-year player to take over at the end like that was really impressive.
Rice back in for Allen. McKinney only attempted 2 free throws Tuesday. He was 1 of 2 on free throws, 5 for 10 from the field. Former top high school recruit in the state of Missouri out of Vashon in St. Louis. He won 3 straight state titles for the Wolverines of Vashon High. Splits the pair, we're tied at 8. 3-quarter court pressure for the Aggies, it looks like here a little bit. Nothing much though. This is Agnew, off balance floater, not a great shot. Verhoeven might have been over the back, but no call. Rebound corralled by Elon. Mike Peak, quiet night in the opener. Big time scorer at Austin Peay a season ago. McCants mid-post extended. Defended by the Georgetown transfer Sibley. He muscles him down low and floats it home.
Well, see, that's the danger with the three-point line. Is in the old days before the three-point line, you couldn't let a postman wouldn't dribble 7 times like that. But Johnny McCants just had his way, and no one from UTEP is going to double team him. It appears.
And a foul is called on Rice, defending Boom. First on Jabari, third on the Aggies here in the first, 6+.
Just power and balance and smart play by Johnny McCants.
NM State 4 for 9 from the field, but those turnovers 7 now. That's the big number. Sideline entry goes to Bieniemy. Ball screen from Sibley. Rice still defending Bieniemy. Good help there from Aylock. Long bomb from Boom. Ill-advised. Backside cleared by Tillman. And Mike Peak was out of bounds on the sideline. He's struggling right now. It seems like he's trying to gain some confidence.
Yeah, but you've got 2 guys who've sort of grown up as post players handling the ball on the perimeter. I think they're going to have to really concentrate if they're going to pull this off.
It's not easy for a guy like Mike Peak, who's now in his 3rd different program, and that's a lot of new 3 times. Started at Georgia and then went to Austin Peay and was a star there. Now he's with the Aggies looking to be in a winning program as Alfred Hallins finishes left-handed, the transfer from Oregon State. Here's McKinney. Popping out is Tillman. McKinney's so crafty with the ball. 10 to shoot for Donnie, and he's fouled by Boone.
So if the Aggies can get to that, Adam, where they're in that what you'd call the medium post, I like your terminology there. This is where look at Boone is going to really struggle there. He's not big enough to handle Donnie Tillman. So if the Aggies can just get that done, get into the medium post, get it close to inside, it won't matter that they're going with a bigger lineup.
It's a good play right there. The Aggies wanted to isolate Allen, put back Aylock. His first points as an Aggie.
The big New Zealander.
He was sidelined a bit during the preseason with injury, still trying to get healthy again. Boom, no good. How about that rebound for the 6'6" Howlands, and he muscles it up and in. You remarked about him off the air earlier, Russ. He's a guy who started 53 games at Oregon State in the Pac-12.
Yeah, that's a lot of experience, 53 games in the Pac-12.
Tillman rumbles down the lane. Aylock, sideline 3. Yes, sir!
Well, I didn't know he could do that. Did you?
Well, he attempted 22 a season ago at Coppin State. Only made 9, but
not so bad.
He looked awfully comfortable there, Russ.
We were surprised when Will McNair made it like it was a layup the other night.
Nice little spark off the bench from Aylock, the 6'11" big man. We'll get a foul here on you at A-Lock, 5 points off the bench. NM State ahead by 3 against their rivals from down the road. Since they last met, UTEP has a new coaching staff, and a lot of new players. Joe Golding comes over from Abilene Christian. Had a huge upset, Russ, in last year's NCAA tournament. They beat Texas, but they lost some key pieces. Bryson Williams transferred to Texas Tech, but they seem to always find those high-level Division I transfers, and that's the case again this year for the Miners.
That's right, and Joe Golding's reputation, high energy, very positive, upbeat, smart young coach, was a smart player in his day himself at Abilene Christian.
Pinball's into the hands of Jabari Rice. Bullet pass ahead for Allen. Teddy's only scored 2 points down the lane. Now he has 4 as he flips it home.
Yeah, just has that scorer's knack and scorer's mentality. He's slippery that way, and he's faster than he looks.
Scored 41 in a game at Nebraska against Penn State a season ago. Great positioning for Mehring, but it pinballs off into the hands of McNair.
I like the way McNair played that. He was behind him, but he's big enough to play behind him and make him miss still, I think.
Allen for 3, spins off. Tillman the rebound, he's got a baseline, and he's fouled going up.
Great heads-up play by Donnie Tillman.
A little interesting here, Russ. Even with this combination, it seems like Jabari Rice is playing the point, McKinney's playing the 2. It seems like.
That's right, and as we see Teddy Allen sort of slip and slide right through there. And I think my guess is that Chris Jans figures McKinney's still pretty new. Jabari Allen's been around forever.
That'll work.
That's called the home court advantage.
Yep.
Donnie Tillman used a little body English there too.
He willed that one in. Verhoeven back in, replaces Mehring. McKinney off, Chi Avery in for the first time. Tillman gets both. And he's now 6 for 6 on free throws this season. The Aggies shot them well in the opener, 15 for 16. Largest lead of the day at 7. Flare screen is set, catching Bieniemy. That's a tough shot for Jamal Bieniemy, and he knocks it down.
That's a big-time shot there. He looked like Jabari Rice a little bit.
Yeah. And Jabari was guarding him there, and there's not a whole lot he can do. Rice picks up his dribble. Allen checked by Agnew. McNair swings it for Avery. Let's see if he can get more comfortable here in game 2. 4 to shoot for Tillman. 1 to shoot for Rice, and he doesn't know it. Shot clock violation. Chris Jans just shakes his head. That happened multiple times in game 1 of this season.
Well, and that's technically a turnover as well.
Under 10 left here in the first half. Out of the backcourt, Bieniemy. Pick and pop, Alfred Hollins, air ball. Heck of a crowd tonight. NM State coming off their first home game in 614 days. And now 2 home games in 1 week. How about that? Allen wants some room here. Good high hedge by Verhoeven. He sticks with it for a while. McNair launches. Tapped out by Avery. Boy, can he get up. And that flies out of bounds.
That's still a smart play by Avery. He couldn't get it, but he tried to hit it to an Aggie. It went out of bounds.
Miners shooting 38%. 0 for 6, though, from 3. Easy catch for Verhoeven. With the right hand, he's a left-hander. That's his offhand. Good finish by Titus Verhoeven.
Huh.
They are hedging hard. We have 2 head coaches tonight that make sure their teams play hard. Foul on Kennedy. If you want to play for Chris Gianz or Joe Golding,
you better play defense.
You better be willing to defend.
Pretty good right hand by Verhoeven there. What about the Aggie volleyball coach Mike Jordan, Adam?
How about that today, huh?
Do you want to tell our friends on TV?
Well, this is a triple header. Volleyball played earlier, then women's basketball. Both won. Volleyball won the WAC West in the regular season. That's big time stuff. And we're actually going to have Mike Jordan on later on. The foul is before the shot by Tillman. They will not give him continuation. So in the second half, Tatiana will interview Mike Jordan, who is taking in the game tonight.
The foul was before I think some of the minors wanted to travel, some wanted an offensive foul, but I think Donnie Tillman got grabbed a little before. But to talk about Aggie volleyball with Mike Jordan, he's remarkable, isn't he? Just year after year he does it.
3 straight titles for them. Allen fires, and he's had 2 spin off, down and out. Over the back foul on the Aggies. We will also have Ian Baker on with us at the under-8 as well. He'll be joined by Tatiana, and he's a few chairs down now from us.
Let's just stick him in the game and have him crack another 3.
Ian Baker, the big shot maker.
That was him.
Great to see him back in town. A lot going on tonight here for the Battle of I-10. The enemy hounded by McKinney. Backdoor feed, Agnew, charge, Johnny McCants draws it.
I thought that was completely the correct call. Great smart positioning by Johnny McCants. Nice backdoor cut by the Miners, but ooh, right in the face. Thank goodness he's got that beard as a sort of a cushion there.
A little shield. McKinney, Avery, Tillman, McCants, and Allen right now for the Aggies. So McKinney runs the point. The St. Louisan out of the backcourt. Ball screen applied by McCants. Good patience by Johnny. Cheat sheet, Avery for 3.
Well, now, the key to that one, Adam, was Mario McKinney was so calm and cool there. And do you notice that Boom is not pressuring him the way he did the other Aggies? They know they can't pressure Mario McKinney like that. It'll go right around him.
Like you said on Tuesday, he's on a scooter half the time. Inside, outside, Boom from Verhoeven. Cleared McCants.
Well, Chichi Avery got a break there. You don't want. I don't think they want to double team off of Boom.
Avery looking for McCants. Cutting was Tillman, but it wasn't there. Allen, a step in 3. Bingo!
That's his shot. You know, a couple of them have gone in and out, and it's just a matter of time till he cuts loose, I think.
And Avery bumps.
Let him off the hook there, yeah.
Keontae Kennedy, 6-0 Aggie run. The former WAC Player of the Year, Ian Baker, the big shot maker. He'll join Tatiana on the other side from the Pan Am. Standing by with Tatiana Favela, former Aggie star, Ian Baker.
That's right, I'm now joined here with Ian Baker. Now, Ian, how does it feel being back in town, and how are you feeling right now being at this game?
It feels good. It felt like it's been forever, but I was just here maybe like a year and a half ago, so it hasn't been that long, so I'm just happy to be back and see the team play.
And what are you up to nowadays?
Well, I'm still playing overseas. I just got back from a short trip in Iran, believe it or not. So I just came back because it really wasn't that good of a situation, and I'm still trying to get healthy from a couple little injuries. So I just came back to get my body in shape, or get my body better.
And we're here at the Battle of I-10. What is your favorite memory when you played against UTEP as a player?
I would have to say, I think my junior year we had a game at UTEP, and my mother came from DC to watch me play, and I want to say I maybe had like 25 points or something, so that was my best experience because she only seen me play like 2 times in real life, so I mean since when I was in school, so it was a good experience for me.
Well, glad to have you back, and the fans love seeing you here from what I've seen, so Adam Rose, back to you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Ian Baker. Russ, when you score 25 plus, countless times during your career, they all kind of blend in.
Yeah, that's right. He scored 25 so many times. He can't remember, but he remembers his mother coming. So God bless Ian Baker for remembering his mother.
What an outstanding young man, great player. Way off Keontae Kennedy. The Aggies on a run here. They lead by 9, 6-0 run. Starting to play very well offensively. Teddy Allen has scored 10. That certainly helps. He's going to take over a game or two this year for sure. Squaring up is Tillman. Verhoeven defends. Isolated with Verhoeven. Donnie Tillman might have been partially blocked there.
Yeah. Verhoeven played that pretty smart, I thought.
Verhoeven has 2 inches on Donnie. Step back long to Jamal Bieniemy. Tillman taps it right to McCants. I should say Allen tapped it there to McCants. Here's McKinney. McCants slips and catches. Slings it out. Chi Avery. Made one earlier, misfires on that one. Keontae Kennedy transfer from Xavier. Good high hedge by Johnny McCants. Sibley to Boom. Boom slips. And a foul is called on the Aggies, and Chris Jans wanted travel. I don't know, Coach.
I thought he just looked like he just slipped, but Winston had the same call, so we're going to go with the veteran officials. They had a better angle than we do.
You've coached in a lot of these rivalry games. Have you always felt like these games are more physical?
Well, there's an intensity to them that often you'll see what we saw in the beginning here from the Aggies, where they turn the ball over 5 or 6 times before anything happens. And so sometimes the teams get so wound up to start. And now we see Rashawn Cotton here for the first time, Adam.
And Boom has missed 3 free throws, which is uncharacteristic of him. Cotton is bumped. Did not play Tuesday, Russ. His first action comes here under 6 left in half 1. He's well-traveled from Milwaukee, began his career at Akron, then he went to Long Island, and everywhere he's been around a 9-point-per-game score.
That's
so
right.
He scores a lot.
Yeah, he's a steady scorer and a smart player. I think he didn't play in the first game, but I think he's going to contribute this year.
79% career free throw shooter. He just came in so late. It was late October when he arrived. In fact, he arrived the day of that scrimmage that was open to the fans. He got cleared that day as far as his physical was concerned. So he's been thrown in the fire, if you will. Avery keeps it alive.
Wow.
Looking for a teammate. Now he's going to go to work.
That was
Chi-Chi's foul. That is the 9th on UTEP.
That was a tremendous rebound in the midst of a bunch of orange shirts. Chi Avery came out of nowhere to grab that one.
Allens comes in for Sibley for UTEP. That was foul number 2 on Sibley, so he will take a seat. One and one for Avery, his first free throw at the D1 level. Russ, he was originally committed to UCF, went to Northwest Florida State College. This is only his 6th career college game.
Boy, he just oozes potential. He's so active. You can see he's got, he's a bright young kid. You can just see him. He's locked in mentally.
Allens to Boom. Now Verhoeven short corner. McNair defends. He jumped. Verhoeven got him in the air, and he finishes for the 2nd time with his offhand.
Well, that's the first defensive mistake we've seen in 2 games from McNair jumping at the head fake there. He hadn't done that yet.
That'll snap a 10-0 Aggie run. Rashawn Cotton running the point here in this scenario for the Aggies. Not a whole lot going on. Avery from the corner. Under 10 to shoot. Where does the offense come from? McNair floats it in 10 feet away.
Yeah, nice. Was that Rashawn Cotton made that pass,
yeah.
wasn't it? It was a nice pass by Cotton.
Chris Jan's trying different combinations when he can. Aggies lead by a dozen. Really no time off as far as competition is concerned in the early season. So you need to find ways to get these guys some minutes. And a foul is called on Cotton. He can't believe it.
I didn't see that either. Must have. A nice pass by Cotton. Yep. Nice little jump hook by Will McNair.
One and one for Jamal Bieniemy. And he gets a friendly bounce. Former Oklahoma Sooner. 23 starts last season for Bieniemy at UTEP. 47 starts in 2 years at OU. So they have a couple guys with Power 5 starting experience, not just games, but starting experience.
Yeah, that's a lot of games between Oklahoma and Oregon State.
Boom applies pressure on Vershawn Cotton. Teddy Allen looking backdoor, and McCants was bumped before it went off his head.
Hollins must have tipped that, I guess, because Johnny doesn't usually try and catch it with his head.
Russ, he's not scoring much here early on this year, but that's okay. He's back to the old Johnny that is more of a role player but does everything well.
Yeah, he's closer to Dennis Rodman than he is Michael Jordan in terms of his style of play and the things he's effective at. And I love that. You know, I'd forgotten what a poor free throw shooter he was his first year. I'm glad you pointed that out last game.
37% his first year and 68% last season. 37%, then 51%, then 54%, then 68%. So incrementally better each year. Foul on the rebound on Teddy Allen. And now we're just shooting free throws here in the final 5 minutes. First on Allen, 2 each on McKinney and Rice for the Aggies, and then 2 fouls on 3 players for UTEP, Hollins, Agnew, and Sibley. Verhoeven only attempted 21 free throws last year, made 13 of them, and he connects here.
He's got a nice backspin. Look at the great backspin this kid gets.
I always say, too, it's prettier when a left-hander shooting the ball.
That's right.
Aggie lead down to 9. UTEP on the road for the first time this season. Allen's calling for it. McCants double teamed. Hard to find an angle. Allen, second effort. Avery lobs it for McCants. And a foul is called on the Aggies. A little too unselfish again.
Yeah, too many passes, and again, it's a good problem.
A lot of turnovers. That's 10 now in the Aggies, but they're shooting 48%, and they lead the Miners by 9. Great night here at the Pan Am Center for the Battle of I-10. NM State and UTEP. Adam Young, Russ Bradford, Tatiana Favela. Great to have you with us for a busy day here on campus. A triple header. Volleyball won earlier today. Women's basketball defeated UIW earlier today. And now the Miners are in from El Paso. That short 40-minute or so drive along Interstate 10. And now their future conference rivals, Russ, in a couple of years, starting in the fall of 2023 when the Aggies enter Conference USA.
I think it's the best sports news the Aggies have had in a long time, and it's a natural rivalry. It's something that should have happened a long time ago. UTEP has a new administration, was able to pull that off, and I think it's hugely important to do. It just makes too much sense not to do it.
I feel bad for James Miller, though, because now he has to find 2 more non-conference foes. He handles the scheduling, and we know how hard that is.
It can be. Well, no one wants to play Chris Jans for good reason. I wouldn't want to play Chris Jans either.
LeVar Williams just came in for the first time for the Aggies. Uat Alok is back in. He scored 5 earlier off the bench. Alok will apply the ball screen. Now McKinney goes away from Teddy Allen's screen. Allen has scored 10, 4 of 9 for the field, 2 for 4 from 3. High hedge from Verhoeven, tapped in the backcourt. Allen is chased by 2 Miners, and it's finally poked away.
Boy, their pursuit was really good there, Adam. It wasn't just that they double teamed Teddy Allen, but they chased him down from behind after he broke the double team.
He's going to be at the top of every scouting report again this season. It's been that way his entire career. Kennedy missed, and it could not be saved by Verhoeven. Jans going a little deeper into his bench. Vershawn Cotton comes in again. He comes in for...
Wait a minute now, are there 6 Aggies out there?
Mario McKinney. I thought maybe at first Teddy Allen was refusing to go out. But
well, no. I think Teddy Allen assumed he was out because Chris Jans was. That's the thing about Chris Jans. You can be you can be a star player or a bench warmer. You're going to do things the right way, or you're going to get an earful from Chris Jans.
Allen is bumped. He's hounded all day. LeVar Williams, a pump fake. A very good three-point shooter. This is where Allen can be great, creating for himself. 7 to shoot. Allen, floater, no good. He wanted a foul, no call. No numbers for UTEP. Boom attacks anyway. Off balance, that was forced.
That was really good defense by Vershawn Cotton, who sort of kept his balance, kept his feet. No crazy foul. Really smart play by Vershawn Cotton.
Ooh, Aylock was wide open, couldn't find him. I think Williams had his eyes down with Aylock underneath. Aggies haven't made a field goal in almost 3 minutes. Late in the shot clock, Aylock sky hook. Where did that come from?
That came from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think that's an easy question. Yeah, that was impressive. How are you going to block that one?
The enemy banks it in over Aylock.
Of course, it's a quick floater by Bienemy.
Allen will rush it ahead. Boom slipped. Aylock for 3. Way off. Well, we have McNair, the big man who had a breakout game on Tuesday. And here tonight, it's been Aylock who has scored 7 off Chris Jans' bench. Sule Boom to the left wing, under 10 to shoot. Williams defends. Verhoeven, inside outside corner triple Kennedy, and that one rims through. Finally, UTEP connects from 3. Their first make or 9 tries, and Chris Jans will use a timeout. If you're Joe Golding, you're probably okay with what's going on right now as far as the score, given how you've shot the basketball from the arc in the first half.
That's right. They haven't shot the ball well, and they're still only down 5.
Which is exactly what happened probably with Russell Turner for UC Irvine on Tuesday. They stuck in the game even though they didn't shoot it well. They were 4 for 20 from 3, so the Aggies have guarded the 3 well. But still offensively, it's kind of been up and down for NM State.
And just like Irvine, UTEP has 4 starters back, a pretty experienced team, just that it's a new coach and a new system.
There's a look inside Chris Jans' huddle. 10 for Allen to lead all Aggie scorers so far. 7 for Aylock. And UTEP is led by Bienemy with 9. Your early impressions of this UTEP team in the first 19 minutes?
Well, I think their defense is terrific. They're struggling offensively, mostly struggling shooting-wise. They just haven't shot well from the perimeter, but their defense is terrific, and it's really stifled the Aggies. And there's nobody more frustrated than Teddy Allen, he's got 10 shots up already, but he's had to really hustle for everything. He's 4 for 10, but he's had to hustle for everything he's made. You're not going to get an easy shot against this UTEP team, I don't think.
Outstanding crowd tonight for the second game of the season, both at home. The Aggies will head to Myrtle Beach next week. A little jealous. Thursday through Sunday at the Myrtle Beach Invitational. Davidson is the opener on Thursday. Bob McKillop is still at Davidson, isn't he?
That's right.
Foul away from the ball on UTEP.
And it's not just Steph Curry. He's had a lot of great teams at Davidson.
His son played for him for a while, I believe.
I don't know, but you know, he goes to Ireland every year. Did you know?
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's well known in Ireland for doing clinics.
Have you ever seen him in Ireland?
No, I have not. I'll just keep going back until I can see him.
First free throw try this year is short for LeVar Williams, a young man who began his career at NJIT and then went to Indian Hills out of Hyde Park, Massachusetts. The all-time leading scorer, 28 per game his senior year of high school at Burke High in Dorchester. Misses both. Rebounded by UTEP. Oh, too close for comfort right now after the Aggies built a 12-point advantage. Since then, UTEP has outscored the Aggies 15-3. It was 30-18.
Well, it's just back and forth over that screen 2 or 3 times for Johnny McCants. He's finally fouled.
I should say UTEP has outscored the Aggies 10-3 since the Aggies led by 12, now 11-3. Math was never my greatest class in school.
Well, there's 3 kinds of people in the world, Adam. People who can do math and people who can't.
33-30. The Aggies have led pretty much the entire way here in the opening half. A lot of minutes for Vershawn Cotton, possibly because Mario McKinney has 2 personals. Rice also has 2. Game clock, shot clock, pretty much dead even. And Cotton will shoot 2 free throws. The Aggies in the double bonus. This one's called a little tight tonight, Russ.
I think that's right, but it's been consistent. It's been the same on both sides, and that's all any coach can ask for. I think Agnew thought it was an illegal screen, but he bumped into the dribble.
Cotton 1 for 2 on free throws. Mike Peak. He comes in. He'll replace Teddy Allen. Chris Jans was to make sure Teddy doesn't pick up number 2 on defense after this free throw from Vershawn Cotton. And it is good. Capitalizes on both throws. Need to stop here defensively. Boom, into the front court. Blows by Cotton, and that's a charge on Suhey Boom. He's drawn a pair tonight. Johnny McCants again. I mean, this could be a huge late swing at the end of the half.
Well, he got into the lane awful easy, and Chris Jans can't be happy about that, but McCants sort of saved the day, as he so often does.
Chris Jans brought Allen back in for an offense, 3.9, a lot you can do with this. UTEP will not defend the inbounder, Tillman. McCants will apply some help.
Now, they were going over this sort of last-second play when I went and watched practice last week. Let's see if I won't spoil it for you. Let's see if they do what they did in practice here, this last-second play.
Well, they have a point guard here in Vershawn Cotton who can get down the floor awfully quick. He catches, approaches midcourt. He's getting a shot off. No good. Heck of an effort. Man, is he quick. 35-30 is our score at halftime. NM State led by as many as 12, but UTEP pesky. They play hard and they hung around in that first half.
That's right, and boy, their defense is just incredibly intense.
All sideline reports are brought to you by Memorial Medical Center, and Tatiana Favela is standing by with Associate Head Coach James Miller.
What are your thoughts on this first half? Aggies have a 5-point lead against the Miners.
Yeah, we didn't do a good enough job on the offensive rebounds, and then we turned the ball over too much.
And what are your thoughts for this second half coming in? What are you wanting to build on?
We got to get our aggressiveness back into the game, and then we got to get on the offensive glass, and we got to stop turning the ball over. Just silly turnovers and silly fouls.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Coach Adam Russ.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Coach. He's in midseason form with his voice. He's losing it already. This is his scout tonight. Halftime activities coming your way next. Chris Jan's 5-1 all-time against UTEP. He is 44-3, Russ, in home games. Almost unbeatable in this building.
But 5-1 against UTEP, and he's got a winning record against the Lobos, and that means he could run for mayor. Not that he could beat Ken Miyagishima, who's here all the time, who's here just as much as Chris Jans is. But Chris Jans has really strengthened his place in the Aggie athletic department by dominating UTEP.
5-1 against the Miners will make the fans happy, that's for sure.
That's right.
We'll keep an eye in this second half on the foul situation for both. 2 fouls on Rice, McNair, and McKinney for the Aggies. 3 fouls for Agnew for UTEP. Alfred Hollins hands it off to Boone. Miners in the orange, Aggies in the home whites. The Aggies led pretty much the entire first half. Only 1 lead for UTEP when it was 8-7. Because of the foul issues, Agnew not starting half 2, but Souley Boom is. Boom on the dribble drive. He's blocked by McCants. Good verticality. Scooped up by Allen. No numbers. He'll push anyway. Rice got Kennedy in the air. Now he's defended by Verhoeven. Need to isolate Rice here. This is a mismatch. Step back 3, Jabari.
Is Johnny McCants the smartest big guy in America? Did you see the way? Did you see the way he played that one? He looked like he was going to take a charge.
Jabari Rice with 2 made threes. He's been in foul trouble. Step back long 2, a good one for Xavier transfer Keontae Kennedy. Donnie Tillman had a great second half on Tuesday. Rolls it down low. Will McNair missed it short. Was looking for an and one opportunity, but he will shoot a pair at the strike.
And Donnie Tillman really made that happen. Donnie Tillman, you know, in that medium post, as we see Jabari sort of nice and easy step back 3. But Donnie Tillman made that last play happen with a nice pass to Will McNair.
McNair 7 for 14 a season ago on free throws, but he's probably improved there as well. He's improved everything, his body, his shooting, everything. Might be the most improved guy on the floor.
Yep.
Big man out of Philadelphia. 6'10", 277. Splits the pair. The Aggie lead grows to 7. Rice picks up the enemy. Jabari has to be careful with his 2 personals. The enemy was the star for the Miners in the first half. Here's Souley Boom, checked by Tillman. Kennedy working on Allen, leans into him. Off the mark, and Teddy clears.
Teddy played that really well. He sort of whacked at it on the way up and then got out of the way, didn't foul.
Lob for McNair, couldn't catch it. It was tapped off the backboard. I think Teddy was looking for an alley-oop to Will McNair. They lob it down low for Verhoeven. Made 2 great moves with his right hand in the first half. Catch and shoot 3. No good, enemy high. Rebound, Johnny McCants.
Wow, he went over McNair there.
He has the lift he had a couple of years ago. Slithering down low. Jabari Rice a finger roll.
And that's what you talked about before, his timing there, where he wasn't frantic. He sort of paused and then cut through the gap there.
Timeout, Joe Golding. He senses an Aggie run upcoming. Rice with 5.5. The Aggies with 6.5. They lead by 9 here at the Pan Am. There's a peek into the Aggie huddle. The Aggies have outscored the Miners 6-2 in this half. And while we have a moment, need to wish happy birthday to a pair of Aggie fans that are also involved in Aggie athletics. Mario Mocha's wife, Heidi, her birthday Friday. Mario's daughter, Addie, her birthday tomorrow on Sunday. So happy birthday to Heidi and Addie Mocha, who are here at the Pan Am running around tonight.
Yeah, they're involved in the Aggie program, to say the least.
And hello to Joe and Elena Mocha, Mario's parents, who are watching tonight from Arizona. Tillman and near steal. Kennedy will slow it down to the forecourt and reset to Bieniemy, who initiates the offense. Bieniemy to the rim. Reverse layup, no good. Tapped out. Here come the Aggies with numbers. Rice down the lane. He's bumped and a foul is called on Keontae Kennedy.
Boy, when he sees that gap, he really plays it smart.
Jabari trying to make up for some lost time. Did not play much in the first half with his 2 personals, and he's been ultra aggressive here in half 2. There's his first free throw miss of the season. 7 for 8 after 7 for 7 on Tuesday. Young man out of Houston, 3-year starter, redshirt junior now. All right, missed both. 41-32 Aggies, 17 and change left here in the second half. Bieniemy pushes it outside for Sibley. And Sibley is fouled by McNair. Christians agrees. He said travel to Winston Stick.
Well, sorry, I don't usually commentate on the refereeing, but that seemed quite obviously a travel to me.
Will McNair just picked up his 3rd personal. So Will has just been unable to stay on the floor for lengthy periods here tonight because of foul issues. Alak, who was great in the first half, checks in. Jamari Sibley, a freshman from Milwaukee who came in from Georgetown. Played in 21 games last season for Georgetown, but got that year back. Allen ahead for Rice. Rice, a Euro step and a finish left-handed.
Well, you're right, he's got that Euro step down.
Lead back to double figures, up to 10. Cutting is Kennedy. Looking for an acrobatic finish, and he was bumped on his way up. So Keontae Kennedy will shoot 2.
He sort of slips through the lane. Nice pass as he cut through the lane. Oh, going the other way here. As Jabari gets another one.
Kennedy in from Xavier, high school 4-star from Westlake in Austin. Second year at UTEP after only 1 at Xavier. 11 transfers for UTEP. 8 of the 11 came from another Division I school. New head coach after Rodney Terry went to Texas to become the associate head coach for Chris Beard. Joe Golding in from Abilene Christian. Tillman guarded by Bieniemy, bounces for Alak, who flips it in.
It was a smart play by Alak. I thought he might try and dunk it, and he didn't quite have enough room to do it.
And now he blocks it on the other end. You at Alak.
Wow. Making a good impression here.
Born in Kenya, Russ, moved to New Zealand at a young age, and then moved to the U.S. when he was 17.
Watch how agile he is here on the block. Watch it. He was trying to give a high five. No one wanted it, so he blocked the shot instead.
Give him credit, too, for sticking with the process. I know it was early and it was only 1 game, but he only played 2 minutes on Tuesday. He barely played, still had a good week of practice, and look at him now. 9 points off the bench, 3 boards and a block. Boom from the corner, splashes in the 3 in front of his bench.
Boy, Donnie Tillman was so close there. I thought he was going to block it, and I think he was worried about getting a foul.
Tillman calling for it again. He finds McKinney, short corner. Quiet night offensively for Mario McKinney. Under 10 to shoot. They're going to A-Lock. 3 defenders, turnaround jumper is good. A-Lock has 11.
He's a little unorthodox, but he's pretty effective, isn't he?
The former top JUCO recruit in the country in 2017 before he went to TCU. Great high hedge by A-Lock. Short corner Sibley, A-Lock helps. And they're gonna count it. It's good for Kevin Kalu, freshman from Baltimore. And that will take us to break. Kalu, his first 2 of the game. A-Lock's doing everything. Aggies ahead by 9. Well, we just had a proposal. That's Caleb Gustin, the former Pistol Pete. The Aggies were honoring him on the floor, Russ, and then he whipped out the ring. We just had a proposal.
It was a surprise. That was another surprise in the Aggie UTEP matchup. Haven't seen that one before either. Total surprise.
Battle of I-10, not a bad place to do it. Adam Young with Russ Bradford, the former NM State and UTEP assistant coach. These games are always fun for you, aren't they?
That's right, and anything can happen. You might have an engagement or a tip dunk or a sky hook. You never know.
You at A-Lock playing well for the Aggies. He currently has 11. NM State leads the Miners here at the Pan American Center in the 219th matchup in the Battle of I-10. One free throw for Kevin Kalu, who made the basket and was fouled before the timeout. Kalu's free throw into the student section is no good. Another high-skying rebound, number 7 for McCann. It's a lob for A-Lock. Mario McKinney with the helper.
Well, this is what we're talked about during the break. Mario McKinney can really make an imprint here early in the season. The Aggies really need a ball handler who can get him into an offense. And that's just a brilliant pass by Mario McKinney.
The Aggie depth on a full display. You at A-Lock. Big minutes off the Aggie bench. Agnew, who's been in foul issues all night, he's back on the floor. He picked up his dribble. A-Lock almost got a steal. 4 to shoot for Bieniemy. Checked by McKinney. Good defense for McKinney. Shot no good. And the rebound, number 8, is collected by McCants. Cross court for Allen. He's been very patient tonight. Only attempted 10 shots, 4 for 10. 3 for McCants, way short. Barely grazed the nets. Johnny giggles as he heads back down to the other floor. Boom reverses it for Agnew. The Aggies have outscored the Miners 14 to 10 here in this half. Bieniemy's calling for Kalu.
Oh.
And that's offensive on Bieniemy.
I was going to say, I thought Mario played that perfectly. Well, you were right about him, Adam. He's really a smart player, Mario McKinney. Watch him. Oh, we're going to watch McKinney on the alley-oop. We'll watch his defense later. Nice pass by Mario McKinney.
Mario McKinney's bought in, Russ, on both ends of the floor. He wants to guard you.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if it was like that the last couple of years at different stops, but he is fully bought into Chris Jans.
Yep. So have I. Yeah, and he's deceptively quick. He's really explosive, but he doesn't have it on. You know, he knows when to slow down and when to speed up.
Down the right lane, Tillman with the pump fake and can't finish. A-Lock can't tip it in. Heck of an effort though. Agnew lob. A-Lock trailing. Kalu can't finish. Tapped in though by Sibley. Checked out it was Verhoeven initially, and then tapped in by Sibley. Allen hasn't scored yet in the half, hasn't taken a shot here in the half. It's been A-Lock's show. Inside, outside, Tillman. Yes, sir.
Nice pass by you at A-Lock. And McKinney made that happen, Adam. He can get the ball into the defense, get it into the paint, and it loosens everything up.
McKinney checking Bieniemy. High post Verhoeven. Backdoor wasn't there. Flare screen is though. Bieniemy step in 3. A-Lock clears. Rebound number 4 for the big man from New Zealand. Rice slithers down the lane. Lost the handle. No foul. Scooped up by Bieniemy. Dangerous pass. It's stolen by Rice. A-Lock just put his hands in the air. Allen thinks about it. Doesn't take it though. Allen a pull-up. Better shot, and he swishes it in.
Boy, he can really do that. That's practice, and repetition there. That kind of move, that off the dribble pull-up.
And here come the fans here on the Battle of I-10. Aggies ahead by a dozen. That was a clear path to the rim for Boom. And a timeout is called with 12:08 left here in half number 2. Aggie lead in double figures. This is the media. Game high 13 for you at A-Lock. Aggies ahead 54-44. Final game of the day, a triple header that started this morning with an Aggie volleyball win that gave them a West Division WAC regular season title. And head coach Mike Jordan is standing by with Tatiana Favela.
That's right, I'm now joined with Coach Mike Jordan. A huge win today earlier, and now making it to 3 straight WAC regular season titles in 6-7. What does that mean to you? How are you feeling?
Well, you know, in a year like this, with all the, the COVID stuff last year and all the injuries and things we've had to deal with this year, it's pretty special. I mean, we've had to grind a lot more this year than maybe in years past. It's been a lot tougher than normal, but I'm really proud of the group. I mean, we're overcoming a lot of stuff and getting better as we go and hopefully peaking at the right time.
And actually, next week you'll be hosting the WAC tournament here at the Pan American Center. How are you feeling about that?
Well, I feel pretty good about it. I mean, it's nice to be at home, obviously. We were on the road for a long time, and the last couple weekends we've been at home, and then we get this next week with the tournament, so we should be well rested. It gives us a little bit more practice time, which is great. Hopefully it'll work out in our favor.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Adam, Russ, back to you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Mike Jordan. 3 straight regular season titles, Russ. 6 out of the last 7 now for MJ and his crew.
I know we don't have time to do a whole interview with him with all of his success. We don't have time to name everything he's done.
528 career wins now for Mike Jordan. That is unheard of.
And I've had a couple of his players, some of his women players in class, and they're terrific. They're respectful, and they're good writers.
54-44 to Aggies ahead by 10 with 12:08 left here in half 2. Aggie ball out of the media timeout. Teddy Allen will catch. 10.5 1, 2.5 2 for Allen, the transfer from Nebraska, who averaged almost 17 a game last season for the Cornhuskers. Bounces on the baseline, a wraparound pass to Rice, extra pass, there's McCanty, finishes with contact.
Great pass by Jabari Rice, just tremendous patience. I do think it's a different game, Adam, when Mario McKinney's in there. He's completely under control. Teddy Allen with great patience on that last one.
This team is so unselfish.
Yep, Teddy didn't force anything that last time. Uh-oh.
Blocking foul, McKinney, his 3rd. How do they find that fine line, though, Russ? Because at times we've said they've been too unselfish. Will that just take care of itself?
I think so. I still think it's a good problem where there's nobody's hogging the ball and overpassing. I think it's a good problem. It's, you almost can't have too much of it. It's just that the shot clock has changed in our recent memory, and they've just got to get it up a little bit sooner.
Boom for 3. 2.5 for Sule Boom. Don't let him heat up.
Boy, you got that right. Just so smooth and calm.
Boom with 14 in his return after a hand injury. Sidelined him for a while. Here's Rice, slipping McCants. Extra pass, Allen. Another extra pass. Rice a better look. Offensive rebound, McCants, and he's fouled down low, and he is playing with fire tonight.
That's right, and Teddy Allen normally would have shot that. I think a year ago he would have shot that, and he did the right thing. I think that was a pretty good shot for Teddy Allen, a better shot for Jabari, and McCants to the rescue, as is so often the case.
9 points, 9 rebounds for Johnny McCants. They isolate Allen on the inbound, and he's fouled by Kennedy. No-brainer call there.
He's tough to stop. He's so, he's so versatile. And he's a different player. He's not jumping over anybody. He's not dunking over anybody. He's just so crafty under there.
Wise move by Chris Drians on those inbound plays to just isolate Teddy and let him go to work.
I think Chris Drians, maybe as great a coach as Chris Drians is, what he might be #1 in the nation at is out-of-bounds plays. They just really execute them well. He's not going to let a good out-of-bounds go to waste just to get the ball in bounds. He wants a basket. I'm talking about the coach.
These are the first 2 free throw attempts this season for Teddy Allen. Offensive rebound, Rice, and he sticks it in, +1. Oh, yeah!
Well, just great hustle by Jabari Rice, and that was a really big basket as UTEP was making a run with Sulam, with Boom heating up from 3. Watch Jabari sneak in there.
Just beat Alfred Howlands to the basketball, and Joe Golding is furious as he pulls the Oregon State transfer. Lead grows to 13. Rice is having a half. He's up to 13. 10 in this half. Sibley almost crossed the baseline. Agnew has it poked away. Scooped up though by UTEP and Kennedy.
It's getting a little squirrely now, and I think that's actually good for the Aggies, where they've just taken the Miners out of their rhythm.
Hand off Verhoeven to Boone. Boone, a pull-up jumper. That's a tough look. Ball sideboard, Tillman. If the Aggies hurry, they might have numbers here. Allen will find Chi-Chi Avery. He had some good moments in the first half. Fall away for Avery. That's good. Chi-Chi Avery.
Wow, Aggies are just playing with great confidence here. When a freshman, it's his 4th game in Division I basketball, something like that.
Sibley. Now Agnew, the transfer from North Alabama. Open look for Kennedy. Pulled in by Allen. Aggies on a 6-0 run. Behind the back pass, McCants. Corner 3, Tillman. Bring the house down, Donnie Tillman.
Wow. Incredible energy in the building here, Adam. It's deafening. And Donnie Tillman exhorts the fans. So does Johnny McCants, of course.
Balance is great again. 13 for A-Lock, 13 Rice, 10 Tillman, 13 Allen. You love to see that.
That's right. Tremendous balance, and all that. We were worried on against Irvine about oversharing the ball, but it's paying off tonight. And what Donnie Tillman sort of looks into the stands and says, "This is our house."
Aggies are 3 for 5 from 3 in this half. And they're shooting 75% from the field for this half as well. They're now shooting 57% for the game.
No,
just like that.
I wouldn't have thought that with the swarming Miner defense, but just that the Aggies are in a great rhythm here.
Well, you always say, Russ, you say this usually at least once a telecast. It's not over yet. You always remind me that.
I think in the English department we say it ain't over yet. Yeah, there's still plenty of time. Nine minutes is a world of time, but you could just see that. You could see the air go out of the Miners there. Now let's see if they'll do like Kel Irvine didn't back down. Let's see if let's see if UTEP can hang in there here and sort of claw their way back.
Aggies trap the enemy.
Here's a little different look for coming out with a trapping press. Yep. You don't want to foul that guy.
That's one of the things Chris Jans does a good job of as well, is mixing things up. And when you come out of timeout, if you're the opponent, you better be ready for anything.
That's right. Yeah, he's big on a surprise out of the timeout.
Boom triggers into Bieniemy. And a foul away from the ball is called on Chichi Avery. Emmanuel White is in for the first time, by the way, for UTEP. 3 on Avery. Rice, who has 2, will come in for him. And Will McNair, who has 3 personals, will check in for McCants. If you really just understand basketball, you'll see that Johnny McCants has played a remarkable floor game tonight. That's too easy for Verhoeven. And Mario McKinney lost his shoe. He only has 5 points, Russ, but he has 9 rebounds. He's impacted the game in other ways, and you've even mentioned stuff that won't show up in the stat sheet that Johnny's done.
Yeah, that's right, and he's just so smart, and he'll take charges, he'll block shots, and then earlier today against Boom, he looked like he was going to take the charge. He just jumped a little bit and blocked the shot. He's really smart under the basket.
Donnie Tillman going to work, looking for a cutter. Finds McNair underneath. Not a good angle for Will. 4 to shoot. Fall away jumper Allen. Short. Fresh 20 though. Will Tillman reset. Nope, he'll spin on Sibley. Donnie Tillman muscles it home.
He had Teddy Allen. I think he wanted to pass it to Teddy Allen, but that was just too easy for him.
This matches the biggest lead tonight for the Aggies. Pull-up jumper on the baseline is good for Bieniemy. Hit every side of the iron.
Pretty soft touch there.
Bieniemy now in double figures. His first deuce of the half. He now has 11. 9 of those came in half one. Patience from McKinney. Rice has 10 in the half, 13 for the game. Swings it out to McKinney. McNair will slip the screen. 6 to shoot. Step back, long range bomb for Teddy Allen.
Wow. That was a 4. We'll just mark that down as 4. McNair, I think, is hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he was holding in his knee area. McKinney with the steal. No numbers outside Rice for 3. Tillman offensive rebound. And he's whacked across his arm near the arc. And this will take us to media.
And I think Verhoeven's hurt now.
Yeah, Will's limping off. Favoring that left leg, that left knee area. 7:06 left, half 2. Aggies ahead by 19. Look at those numbers for Rice, 13 points, 2 rebounds, and a helper.
And how about, Joe Golding, who's one of the best young coaches in the country. That's no secret, but boy, he's frustrated enough. He's used up all his timeouts already.
His first taste of this rivalry, of course. First road game for his new bunch as well, so this is hostile territory to come into. UTEP will head back to a non-D1 opponent coming up next. They're going to host Billy Keys in northern New Mexico on Tuesday. Free throw misses for Tillman. We haven't seen Jarrell Satterfield yet. He played his high school ball at Mayfield High in town in Las Cruces for the former Aggie Billy Keys. We thought he'd play a little bit tonight, Russ, for UTEP.
Right, that's right.
Really shot the ball well in their opener. 3 threes on Tuesday, but has not seen the floor yet. Verhoeven sky hook. And Tillman rips it away from Teddy Allen, his teammate.
And we haven't talked about, there's a UTEP assistant named Earl Boykins, who's the second shortest guy ever to play in the NBA. We've got an interesting staff. Uh-oh.
Rashawn Cotton throws it away, stolen by UTEP. Boom, sprints ahead the other end, and he's fouled. As good as these head coaches are, Russ, they both have really good staffs around him. James Miller, the associate head coach for the Aggies, and then David Anwar. Boy, can he recruit. Dominique Taylor has been an outstanding addition.
Yeah, Boom is so smooth going to the basket. Hey, how about the scouting job James Miller did for tonight's?
Yeah.
He gave me some great tips, and boy, I didn't want, but he really knows the game, James Miller.
Meanwhile, on the UTEP bench with Joe Golding, you have associate head coach Jeremy Cox, who is at SFA with Kyle Keller during their success. He's been at numerous Power Fives, including Kentucky, and then Butch Pierre, who was at LSU, Oklahoma State, NC State, and Earl Boykins, who is the second shortest player in the history of the NBA.
And it's not like he had a cup of coffee in the NBA. He was in the NBA for a decade.
Yep. So both staffs are really, really good, led by great head coaches. Cotton throws it away again, and Boom lays it in. Well, Chris Jans wanted to get Vershawn Cotton some minutes, and there's been a couple of turnovers, and now UTEP's trying to creep closer. And Cotton is bumped. And there's that leader, Jabari Rice. He goes right to Vershawn and gives him a little pep talk, talks him down a little bit. Goes back to that previous play and tells Vershawn what he should have done. That's a leader right there. And
That's
now
right.
Vershawn Cotton will shoot 1-1.
That's right. And we talked about it before the game. Is UTEP getting into the passing lanes and making it difficult. And so where Mario McKinney has been able to take advantage of that is there's not as much help. He creates havoc by getting into the lane, where Vershawn seems a little more hesitant than Mario McKinney was a few minutes ago.
One more free throw for the Milwaukee native. Swishes it in. That's a good-looking shot.
Now, what is the call here? They want to look at something, Adam. What?
Well, I didn't see anything happen on the free throws, and if it was prior to the throws, they should have reviewed it prior to the free throws, right?
Interesting. It's hard to figure.
Love this crew, though. Winston Stiff, Brent Moe, Randy Richardson. That is something we missed last year, was we couldn't really communicate with the officials.
No,
We're kind of in our own little corner, hiding from everybody, but this year we can see Brent and Winston and Randy, so good to see those three guys once again.
That's right. If we had questions, we shouted it down to the Eastwood coaches, and they tried to help us. And they usually did.
5:37 left here in half two. The Aggies ahead by 17. The Myrtle Beach Invitational comes up next. Thursday through Sunday, the Aggies will have Davidson on Thursday. Clock issue, so they are checking the clock right now. After Davidson, the Aggies will have Penn or Utah State. And then off Saturday, game Sunday. They could play Oklahoma. They'll be in Myrtle Beach as well. Good field. See if they change the clock. They do. 5:37 up to 5:44. The enemy out of the backcourt, guarded by Vershawn Cotton. Mike Peake is back in. Played a little bit in half one. Sule Boom's had a good night in his return. He has scored 18. Under 10 to shoot for Bieniemy, put back no good. Here comes Vershawn Cotton.
Aggies got a break there. I think Vershawn Cotton got poked in the eyes.
I think so too. Try to use some clock here. Low block, a lock. Right-handed hook is no good, and it's cleared by Keontae Kennedy. Aggies led 35-30 at the break. They've outscored the Miners by 12 in this half, though. Aylock taps it right to Kennedy. High arcing teardrop is good.
The Aggies still, as we said before, it ain't over.
The Aggies had that great stretch midway through the half. Jabari Rice, fancy finish.
Nice little spin.
Rice with 15. Right above his season average a year ago with 13. Much quieter half here for Bieniemy. Rises up over Cotton. That's an air ball. Weak side board for Teddy Allen. He's collected 7. To go along with 16 points. Rumbles down the lane. Finger roll too strong for Allen. Had a pretty good look at it.
I suspect, Adam, we have not seen Teddy Allen yet. I think he's still sort of, seems like he's still got a little cobwebs on it, some cobwebs on his sneakers. I think those are shots in a month he's going to be making those.
But you've seen a better Teddy Allen tonight, haven't you?
I think that's right. I think that's right. But again, I'm impressed with. He's a good defender, and he does his best to rebound. He's a scrappy defender.
Under 4 media, Aggies ahead by 17, looking for their 10th win in their previous 11 tries against UTEP. Alongside Russ Bradburden, along with Tatiana Favela on the sidelines, Adam Young on hand from the Panium Center. Great to have you with us tonight. Aggies have won 9 of the previous 10 against the Miners. First matchup since December 2019, the Battle of I-10. And the Aggies are looking for their 13th win in a row at the Panium Center. Going back, Russ, to 2012-2013, if the Aggies hang on, they will be 121-10 at the Panium Center.
Wow, that's impressive. And we've been here for nearly all of them.
A few of them.
Yeah.
Free throw misses, and it's tapped to McNair. Christian's in position here to go to 45-3 himself at home and 6-1 against the UTEP Miners. Low loss came in El Paso 2 seasons ago. McKinney throws it away. Bieniemy will dunk it on the other end.
Well, that was the first time we've seen Mario McKinney look tentative. I don't know if the Aggies weren't executing or he was too hesitant with the ball.
Point guard play has been sloppy the previous 7 minutes or so. McNair almost throws it away. Allen down the lane, jumps to pass for Rice. He'll heave a 3. Mike Peake crashing hard, but he cannot keep the possession alive. Good crash though for Peake.
Yeah, good hustle by Mike Peake.
Kennedy's open. Peake got there, didn't block it, but might have altered it.
And here comes Peake again on the other end.
McKinney almost threw it away. Rice out to McKinney. Aggies a little out of control, so Mario McKinney will find Jabari and then slow it down. No need to rush here. You're ahead by 15 with just over 2 left. McNair a touch, backdoor McKinney. And he twists around underneath, and he's fouled. Almost everybody in uniform, Russ, has played tonight, with the exception of walk-on Cameron Crawford, of course, and then Jorge Moreno, who, if we do see him this year, we won't see him much. Nate Pryor is in uniform, is available, but given the score, I doubt he's used.
He's not 100% healthy.
No.
It's the hip, is it? The hip is bothering him.
Yeah, hip flexor issues, and I don't know, maybe Chris Jans feels like if you're up by 15 or 16 in the final minute or so, maybe you get him in game action. I don't know.
I think he'd be more, well, we'll see what happens.
Only 2 points tonight for McKinney, both coming on free throws. No field goal attempts for Mario McKinney. Kennedy bounces out Sibley. Our first look at him from 3, and he drills the 3. Miners not out of it yet. 13-point advantage, just under 2 left. Crazier things have happened before. The Aggies will use clock. Rice from the wing, backdoor Mike Peake, good cut, and he can't finish.
He didn't quite grab it on the way up.
And Agnew and 1 on the other end. It seems like the first 2 games he's been a little bit off balance at times, Russ, and that was the case there. He just never really could grab hold of his feet.
Yeah.
McCants in for Peake, 1 free throw for Agnew.
Now let me just point out, Adam, we were down with Lou Henson. We were down at UTEP. We were losing by 11 with 70 seconds to go and won the game.
Really?
Yes,
on the road?
Yes, and so that's it. Of course, we had Eric Channing and Brad Bester and Billy Keys, which UTEP doesn't have, but this is not over yet. 11 points is not insurmountable. And I think it's good that Chris Jans essentially has a starting lineup quality group in here.
The Aggies break the pressure easily. Miners won't foul yet. The next minor foul will put the Aggies in the double bonus. Not a good idea by Allen. He throws it towards the ankles of Will McNair. It will stay Aggie ball though. Yeah, Chris Jans is telling Teddy, do not throw that ball. Not to Will's ankles.
Not at this point in the game, probably. Aggie's got a break to get that one back.
McKinney will trigger, lobs it in for McNair. Jabari Rice, a great half for him, 10 to shoot. McCants back to Jabari. No good on the 3. McNair keeps the possession alive, fresh 20.
They don't need a basket, they need the clock now.
Good decision there for Teddy Allen. He wanted to shoot it, he's giggling.
He'll get his chance to shoot it.
And that's a charge on Teddy Allen. But he took off 7 or 8 more seconds off the clock, and that's what you want to do right now.
That was a good decision to bring it back out.
The Aggies haven't made a field goal in nearly 4 minutes. Really a drought the last 7 or 8 minutes of this half. Put back no good for Verhoeven, then it's sent in by Kennedy. Miners, of course, not quitting here. It's a 9-point game with 45 seconds left.
Chris Jensen, this is not good for the Aggies to get out hustled here in the last minute.
McCants is fouled there in the backcourt. Boom fouled him. McCants will shoot 2. It's 2 the rest of the way for the Aggies. I can almost guarantee Chris Jans is going to say post-game, I did not like the way we finished. The final 10 minutes, really.
Yeah, well, thank goodness Tatiana will have to talk to him because I think he will be annoyed. I think he'll be very annoyed with the way the finish here, because they looked so good for a long time there in the second half.
Kansas shot looks so much better. Drains the first free throw. Good night for Johnny. 6 points, 9 rebounds, couple of helpers and a block.
Took a couple charges.
Yep. This is the second, 10-point advantage. Miners have to hurry. Boom needs to hurry here. Miners appear to be in no rush. Finally, Boom will shoot a 3, and he makes it, but he took about 12 seconds off the clock. 7-point game.
No soft passes now. Throw a hard pass, Mario.
Cross court for McCants, and now Rice. UTEP hasn't fouled yet. McKinney to Rice, and Mario McKinney is fouled near midcourt. I'm surprised they didn't foul earlier, and I'm surprised Boom kind of casually dribbled it up the court.
Yeah, I thought he'd race it up as well. Of course, he was calm and cool and collected when he made it from 3.
That foul went on Agnew. That's his 4th. 2 free throws for Mario McKinney. 2 for 4 tonight. Foul trouble in the first half plagued him a little bit tonight, but he had a pretty good floor game in half 2. Trying to knock in one more. Back end of 2, no good. The Aggies haven't shot it well from the line, 17 of 30. Boom across midcourt. Gets it back from Sibley. Attacks on McCants. Put back is good for Kennedy. Allen will get it in for McNair, and McNair will hold it, and that will do it. 77-71 final score. The Aggies beat the Miners again.
Well, pretty strong showing by the Aggies. They didn't finish as strong as Chris Jans would like, but it's still an impressive win for New Mexico State.
Well, Russ, they got ahead by 19 at one point. It was 70-51, a little over midway through that second half, and the turnover issues that they had early on in the game kind of came back again late in the game.
That's right. They took their foot off the gas a little bit, but they were so far ahead, I think, that they thought that they were safe. It's just, I know Chris Jans well enough to know that he won't be happy with anybody ever taking their foot off the gas ever.
The Aggies led pretty much the entire way. The Miners only led for 19 seconds early when it was 8-7, so the Aggies pretty much controlled this entire rivalry game. Tatiana Favela standing by with head coach Chris Jans.
Hey guys, well Coach, Aggies win it 77-71 against the Miners. What are your thoughts on how this game concluded?
Yeah, it was an awful last 7-8 minutes. I think we got up 71-52 maybe, and they outscored us like, I don't know, 20-5 or 6 the last 7-8 minutes, and that's puts a negative spin on, at least in my mind, but it's all I can think about right now. But I'm sure as I watch the film, I'll see a lot of positive, but I certainly wish we would have closed the game a lot better.
And your next game against the Miners is December 3rd at Don Haskins. What are you planning on working on or focusing on before then?
I'm not worried about that. We got a lot of games to play before. We got to go back over their place. We got, get a day off tomorrow and get ready to try to play 3 games in 4 days in Myrtle Beach and start off with a really good Davidson team. So that's in the furthest thing from my mind right now.
Thank you so much, Coach. Russ, back to you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you to Coach Jans. The Aggies defeat the Miners to improve to 2-0 on the season. New Send to postgame comes up next.